So in today's video we are going to be making these stunning jewellery pieces using nail powder. Let's go! Right, we are back. We're going to be having a little play around with some metallic makeup powder. It's pretty much mica powder. This is a set I got from Amazon. Lots of different colours, lots of shimmers. Normal mica powder might work, but I think the metallics, if you've got them, will be best for this. So we're going to do this in some small ones because I don't want to waste any resin. I've had a few attempts and they've not come out brilliant, so let's go. So I'm thinking these two kind of teardrop moulds. So what I'm going to do is static. So what I'm going to do is start again and just put some UV resin into the cavity, but I'm angling the mould and you'll see why shortly. I'm just going to use my dotting tool just to bring it up to the sides. We can tackle the bubbles in a moment. Just fish any bubbles out and get rid of those. We don't want them. And then we're just going to blast that small amount of resin with our UV lamp. So once that is cured, we're going to use the little applicators that we get. I'm dipping it in just a tiny amount into the red. You can go with any colours you want and just tap it on the surface, and then we can change colour. We'll go with a blue. We can go with a gold. Try not to touch the mould. We are just dabbing it onto the surface of the resin. Try and get as close to the mould as possible. Now with anything, you get what you put in. So if you do touch the mould, just carefully use some tape, if you can, just to clean it up. Go with some purple and just cover all of the resin. The closer you can get to the mould, the better the effect is going to be when we demould. So just with a bit of rolled up tape, just going to carefully remove as much of this powder from the mould as I can. Then we can tilt our mould the other angle. This will give it a kind of cracked look. Big bubbles. Just come up to the sides again. Just angle it. And we just repeat that process. Okay, with some gold. You can see what I'm doing. By all means, stick the video in 2 times. Some purple. And we are just going to move the mould around, add in layers, but we do need to top this up with maybe a black or a white, some red. At this stage it doesn't matter if we touch the mould on these edges. Can we get some yellow in there? I don't think we can. As always, massive shout out to my channel members, thank you very much. And to anyone who's bought me a coffee or a super thanks. So I think we should be able to get away with just doing this last section in one go. Hopefully. Lots of people have tried lots of different ways for getting a natural stone effect. I've seen it done with nail polish, lots of different ways. This is just the way that I'm trying at the moment. Go with some greens, blue, purple, red. I'm using the same brush for each colour. A bit more gold. And then at this stage you can just kind of rub, make sure it's all covered and blended. Right, I'm going to do the other one. Okay, so those two are ready to fill up. So I'm going in with black mica powder, but just bear in mind that you'll need to do this in thin layers, otherwise it just will not cure with your UV light. So just a small amount. You could just do this part in two-part resin if you wanted to. I'm just going to spread that around. Doesn't matter if it's messy because it's going to have more layers. So now the black is cured, I've just applied some more clear. I'm just going to slightly dome the backs just to give them a better finish. Just spread that around all to the edges. Birds are singing away. Spring is on his way. And give that its final cure. Okay, so the two that we've just made are here, and I've just made a couple of different additional ones, which one of them I'm probably going to turn into a pendant, but I'm going to turn these into matching earrings. So using my hand drill, I'm just going to go in from the back. You can see if we're going from the back, it prevents the drill from slipping. Sorry, it's not the best angle. We can just, I don't want to show the front yet either, but we're just going straight. Just slowly, take your time. I prefer doing it by hand than by using my electric drill, because I've had instances where it's not gone in straight and it's kind of ruined the piece. At least with this you've got precision. It'll take a little bit longer, but you will, I find, get better results drilling by hand. Okay, so once you have your holes drilled, you can then start on the next part. So bales, I like to use bales, these kinds of bales on my earrings, but this is just the way that I prefer to finish them. So these come in lots of different sizes, shapes, colours. You can get boxes of them. You can get different sizes obviously for pendants, but like I've shown in other videos, it really does help if you have the vernier caliper measuring tool. So what I do is I just snip that section there off. I know it's a bit of a waste, but I really do prefer the way this is finished. If I can get it off. I need to buy some sharper pliers or snips, because all we want is the actual pinch itself, that part for the earrings, and then I prefer to slide the front in first, make sure it's snug, and then we can get the back pin into the hole. Now the tighter the hole, the better. That come out wrong. Trust my mind. You know, you don't want it too loose. And then we can take our loop section and just gently bend that out. So we can then, I don't want to show the front. Fit that into our pinch bail and then close that up. Just gives a much better finish to the earring. Okay, the moment of truth. It's the only thing to this stuff is the mess. So I've just put them in a box with a lighting just to show off some of the colours. Look at those. Really, really nice. As always, give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment. And if you haven't subbed, hit that button for me. Right, let's see what the pendant looks like. Ready? Look at that. Absolutely stunning. And the other one, I haven't quite finished it off because I started working on this one. But you can tilt at different angles, get different styles. You try this on a bigger scale. I had a bit of a practice run with a bigger one. I wasn't very happy with it. But these, really happy with them. Right, I will see you for the next one. Bye for now.